Produced by Malik.
I just really wanted to add this. I think I'm going to add it in the beginning of the video. I've been in self-isolation since March 11th. I haven't had a lot of contact with people in terms of physical human interactions, and I'm a very social person. And having said that, this channel has really helped me out in this difficult time. You guys, all of you, we're now at 1,500 subscribers, and all 1,500 of you in the last 7 to 8 months have helped me out so much staying connected to the world. And I haven't shaved and I need a haircut and stuff, so I'm really trying to stay in the now, and I am taking care of myself, really, you know, like I'm taking daily showers and stuff like that. But it's really difficult because I do live alone, and it's been very tough for me in the last 8 months living in isolation, and I feel like we are going to go into another lockdown. We're in stage 2 right now, and I think I'm going to be in isolation until next spring, considering what is happening. Now, I just want to add and say, if you guys are in isolation and if you don't have anybody else, reach out to a friend, find somebody that you can talk to, you know. And I do a lot of exercises, meditations, I spend time with my dog, I spend a lot of time in here, and these things, as well as making these daily videos for you guys, has really helped me out. So thank you so much. Reach out to your friends and family, and if you don't have anybody, you can always comment below and I will always respond back to your comments. Thank you so much for your love and support. Let's get into today's video. What is going on, world? Welcome back to Malik's Water Garden. This is going to be a really fun video. We're going to be unboxing some really cool Pleco caves that I got for my Hypancistrus zebras, as well as all my other Hypancistrus. I really consider all my Hypancistrus in the same regard because they are all almost the same type of fish, and they all really require the same type of environments, the same, more or less the same temperatures, the same water chemistry, more or less. It's really, I see them as the same type of fish, and they all work for me because I kind of generalize them into the same category, and I try to cover the basics for the entire genus of these fish. Now, having said that, the Hypancistrus zebra do come from really softer water compared to a lot of the other ones, so you do really have to pay attention to that particular factor when it comes to triggering the spawning aspect. We will be looking at that in the next video coming up, hopefully. So Dr. Thomas Zebra Pleco spawning trigger video is coming up shortly. I really want to space these out, and I feel like the time is good right now, so either the video coming after this or the one right after should be that video. So subscribe, stay tuned for that. Everybody that commented on what fish I should get next video, thank you so much. Over 40 of you guys have commented, and I do have a really good idea of what you guys want. So like, due to popular vote, you guys have decided what the species of fish are. I will be responding to every single one of you personally soon, and I have decided which fish to get, so I will be revealing those in the next coming videos as well. In 2 days, actually. Right now it's Tuesday night, so by the time you see this, it will be Wednesday. By the time Thursday afternoon, I should have the 2 new species of fish. I will give you a hint, I am not getting the L56 or the Hypancistrus aurantica xanthos because they did sell out within an hour of them being here. Like, my friend messaged me and said, you know what, somebody gave me a really good offer, I'm going to sell them the whole group of 8. For the case of the 2 types of fish I am getting dibs. I actually have pictures of some of the fish that I am going to get. I will be revealing this in the next video coming up or the video after, so stay tuned for that. Now, having said that, thank you everybody that has subscribed. I'll put a link to it up here so you can check the video out if you haven't. Still have time to comment because I still haven't put out what fish I'm going to get, so comment and say and guess what fish you think I would have gotten based on your responses. Now, having said that, I will be setting up a tank just for the channel. We're at 1,500 subscribers, so you guys are now going to have a voting chance to decide the future of some of the tanks in the fish room. For the first tank, for the tanks that I'm getting these fish for, they're going to be wild-caught Plecos, so we will be setting them up, and the plan is to get them to spawn within the next 12 months. All of my other wild-caught Hypancistrus are spawning, and I've gotten them to spawn within 12 months or less of them being in my fish room. Now, I will be following the same rules with this new groups, and I will be doing an entire documentation of what I do, so you guys can follow along the journey and learn exactly what to do to get these wild-caught Hypancistrus to spawn. Now, having said that, stay tuned and subscribe if you haven't, because you don't want to miss any of these videos. Today is going to be a really fun video too, because we're going to be looking at what type of caves our Hypancistrus zebras like these guys, as well as a lot of our other Hypancistrus like to breed in. Now, I found this information a few years back from this website called zebrapleco.com. I will put a link to the actual article down below so you guys can check it out. They talk about this thing called the Boister Bell. Now, a Boister Bell is essentially a design of a cave that is in the shape of a bell. They're actually available here in Canada through angelfins.ca. They're about $8. Quite reasonable, actually. Not a paid advertisement, but Angel Fins charges a hefty shipping unless you buy about $195 worth of stuff at a time. So right now I don't have $195 to spend at Angel Fins buying caves. I did spend about $150 buying caves, and I got a little bit cheaper caves that are not designed for this purpose. So we're going to be opening those boxes and looking at those next. So we'll open this box, I guess, this styrofoam thing. Here you are. And these are the caves. They're really cool. I really like them. They are watering spikes designed to use as a watering tool for gardens. Now, I use this for breeding Hypancistrus, and a lot of my fish seem to prefer these particular shaped caves over any other types. Also, they like the rounded D-shaped caves, and if not this, that's the second best choice. So those are the two caves that all my fish seem to spawn in. And for the larger Hypancistrus that are 4+ inches, this is the cave they always spawn in. Like, I have a variety of other caves in the tanks. I try to give them all kinds of choices, but they always seem to prefer this particular design of caves. Now, having said that, this is my own experience. You might have different experience. Everybody might have different thoughts on this, but something Dr. Thomas told me also is that the shape up here, think about it in the sense of the fish. This cave allows the fish to go in and be completely comfortable, and its top fin is not like collapsed, its side fins are not collapsed. There's two of them can fit in here easily, and for all those purposes, I believe that this is like one of the really good designs that you can use that is not designed as a cave, but it is really good for this particular purpose. Also, I find that this area in the back, the fish can only go to about that far. So about 2 inches in the back is essentially empty space. That's where a lot of times I find my eggs get wedged into that area, and it's much more safer. And when the fry hatch, they don't get pushed in by the dad when I'm looking in with a flashlight. Whereas the caves that have a smooth rounded back, I always find the dad will push himself trying to protect and cover the eggs and the fry. A lot of times accidents can and do happen, and the odd fry does get broken or the egg does get broken when I'm trying to either collect the eggs or whatever reason. But this particular design of caves, the fish wedges it in, and once he does, he can't go any further than this area. He literally cannot go any further, so he cannot push the eggs any further. Unless there was a double clutch like the ones that happened with the 199s. This really is comfortable, I find, for the fish to be very comfortable. So for that purpose, I like this particular design quite well. Now, having said that, the only downside I have with this particular design for my zebra plecos is the size. Let me show that again. Ow. I hate the noise of that, so I'm not putting individually all these out, just one, okay? See how big it is? My zebra pleco is about 3.5 inches for the largest ones, and most of them are 3 inches, so some of them are even a little smaller than that. So a 3-inch fish is about that long. The zebra plecos don't really seem to like to go into these because the females don't want to get trapped in such a large space, in my opinion at least. And they're very reluctant to use these caves, the females. And the males do guard some of them in this tank, but they do go for the smaller caves. I do have a lot of small caves, and I did have a lot more smaller caves in here, and I did salvage a lot of them for my L471s and for my L340s. So I do have to replace some of the smaller caves in that tank. And I haven't been able to get the ideal caves until this caves that I got now, which are these smaller caves. So I got 12 of the larger ones, and I got 12 of these smaller ones. Actually, no, 10 of the larger ones and 12 of the smaller ones. So there, the smaller ones are right there. They're exactly the same ones, except they are quite small. See? So this is actually the small size. They're the same price. They're $31.99 on Amazon, and there's a $3 rebate. I do have an Amazon affiliate account, so I'll try to put a link to this eventually. I haven't really put anything into my Amazon account because I'm Canadian and I want to support Canadian businesses, and I want to support anything that supports Canadian business. And major corporations like that take away business from smaller mom and pop shops and and other Canadian businesses. That's why I've been reluctant to put a lot of these products onto my Amazon affiliate account. I've had the account for months now, but I find that this type of product is not readily available in smaller shops. It's a specialty item and it's only seasonal, so I will put links to this into my Amazon affiliate account, and I'll put the Amazon link eventually, so you guys can start buying some of these products through Amazon through my account if you want to. Now, having said that, I really like the dimension of this. Even the opening size is quite smaller compared to the medium, and the length is perfect. I'm going to try these out with my Zebra Pleco group, and I think I'm going to have a lot of success. I'm also going to get some oyster bells, so stay tuned for that update, and we're going to see which cave the Zebra Plecos prefer. So I'm gonna have these. I'm gonna have D-shaped. I'll also have some round caves in there. I actually do have some round caves, like the complete round ones that are short. We'll try to give them a variety of caves to see which ones they actually do prefer. Now, having said that, I've found that this shape in all of my Hypancistrus tanks, including the Zebra Pleco tanks, the fish seem to prefer this particular design of caves as opposed to many of the other designs. I don't know why. This is my personal experience, and I found that a lot of times most of my fish spawn in these caves. Like 8 out of 10 times, these are the caves that they tend to actually spawn in, and the females really seem to like this particular design, the hexagon shape. They can go in there very comfortably, I feel. Like, for example, if it's like this, the top fin is not collapsed when they're in the cave. There's a lot more benefit to this particular design, in my opinion at least, than a square cave or a different shape, right? So now having said that, these are not scientific facts or anything. These are just experiences from different breeders and stuff. Now, stuff I've read and stuff I've tested out myself over the last few years and stuff. And so in that sense, I really do like this particular design, and I think this is going to be the most perfect cave for me personally. And I really think that the fish are going to enjoy these smaller sizes compared to the medium sizes. So I'm going to be replacing some of these larger caves in here with the smaller ones and see if they actually do like these better. Now, having said that, we will be doing an update video about the actual triggers for Zebra Plecos coming up next, so stay tuned for that and subscribe if you haven't. Thursday afternoon, I am getting the 2 new species of wild-caught Plecos, 2 groups, and we will be attempting spawns with these fish over the next 11 to 12 months. I will be setting up a separate tank for you guys, for the channel, for the new fish, and we will be documenting the entire process from start to spawn. As always, thank you so much everybody that has subscribed. 1,500 of you guys have subscribed. It's really amazing. I love you all. It's growing really fast, and if you haven't, subscribe and stay tuned for updates. As always, thank you so much. I'll see you on the next video. God bless you all.